All right, let's go to Big 12 play. Texas Tech and Baylor. Pretty much a pick 'em here in this game in Waco. 57.5 the total in this one. Who the hell thought Houston and Texas Tech last week, especially with the quarterback issues for Texas Tech, would develop into that kind of shootout? My goodness. I mean, they just went back and forth early, and then eventually Texas Tech. That's unbelievable for Dana Holgorsen. Predictable. Shouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's got a Texas Tech team that's scuffling, couldn't move the ball worth a damn against West Virginia, the game that Shuck got injured. Baron Morton came in, and sure enough, his defense can't stop him in that game for Houston against Texas Tech. A typical Dana Holgorsen, man. You can't trust that guy when you think he's got an advantage. And that team was that was a disgrace from the Houston Cougar defense against Texas Tech last week. Terrible embarrassment. 49-28 in favor of Texas Tech in that game. You know what? As much as he was awful coming into the game against West Virginia, I do have to give Baron Morton credit. You know, he was a lot better in that game against Houston. And more than anything, they just destroyed Houston's run defense. I mean, Cameron Valdez, Taj Brooks, I mean, they did a tap dance on that Houston run defense with some of those lanes that were open. Conor McIntyre could have run through him for 20, 30-yard gains in that game against the Houston team. Just absolutely pathetic. Baylor, look, I'll give Baylor credit. It's been a tough season, but it took a half for Blake Shapen, who's been missing the last few games due to injury, to really warm up. But when he started warming up, he started to cook against UCF, and he got that rhythm back. They ran the football relatively well with Richard Reese. Huge game for Monterey Baldwin, 150 receiving yards for Baylor in the comeback win against UCF. That's a buy sign to me, Connor, on Baylor, that they rallied back from a game that they were getting crushed in early on against UCF. But at the same time, that was a nice response from Texas Tech, losing their quarterback and destroying Houston. So kind of want to back these teams right now, seeing the pulse that I saw from both of them last week. So it's a tough one for me. As of right now, no bet. What do you think here, C-Mac?
Yeah. I don't love really this either, because I think that was kind of saving maybe Baylor's season. Like that, to get that coming from behind win is crazy. And now they can come back home and get a win here would be huge for them. And with Texas Tech, like you mentioned, just ran all over. I think it was 230. And Morton, when he was in last year, like he was pretty good. And all, you know, he didn't do 161, 2 TDs. If he doesn't turn it over, he's not bad as a quarterback for Texas Tech. I always like Tech better at home. So it just, at this number, it's just a coin flip to me.